Hello, welcome back. I don't know why you're here. God knows I don't know why I'm here. Beyond the fact that a long time ago, two people had a very irresponsible night, and I'm paying for it for the rest of my life. As we all know. So, what do we got today? Well, we've got a returning face in the form of Hououka, as well as a returning face in the form of the Puppeteers. Why? Because Hououka's mostly here because after the last video involving seeing that SP Ichimokuren no longer had the effect he once had, and I'm serious, this is some mandala effect. I looked at the previous video I did about with him involved. He did used to have an effect. I was actually curious I digress. I started wondering, did they adjust Hououka's effect where her Daze is actually going to hit for now? Because for those who might be new to the game or are just returning after a hiatus or something, or you are like a daily player like I am, you'll remember that Hououka had for the longest time an issue where her Daze effect would not hit. And I actually have even built my Hououka Yin here for the purpose of trying to get that effect to hit. So I'm curious to see if they have reworked it, because I honestly have not even looked. I just threw her in here because I was like, okay, I want to see this. I want to know if it actually happened. Or if they at the very least, because it's something that you can't really see. So let's start over here with Yang, who might be my personal favorite skin. I mean, this Song of War thing is gorgeous. Great. So come on, up, see Daisy. Let's see. So, Hououka Yang I've got here, she is a grade 6. She is fully skilled up. She is fully skilled up, right? This doesn't change anything. Yes, that can't be leveled up. Now, this is one of the things I was talking about, is her inflicting a Daze. And it looks like, okay, this is something that I don't remember from the last time. Lasting one turn enemies with a debuff of controlling effect. So it became a little more technical, where you now have to have a controlling effect already on your opponent in order to use this. Interesting. I don't remember if that was actually a part of it before, but that's actually very interesting. So I guess it's made it more so to get her onto working with teams. If anything, though, this seems like that would work better with the Fire Rain team, to be fair. I mean, interesting. So let's see about the rest. Okay, so she can steal 10% crit for 2 turns, 50% base chance, also affected by effect hit. Interesting, so she has 2 effects now. I only remember the Daze, to be honest, but hey, and if she lands a critical hit, okay, she can have a 25% chance of gaining an extra turn. Alright. I kind of like that. That's kind of nice. That makes me also wonder if boosting her effect to anything else may, on some small level, also increase your chances of that. Because, I mean, there are some Shiki, they have almost like this hidden thing where like effect hit changes certain things. So I'm curious. Positively intrigued. But anyway, off of that. So, like I said, grade 6, fully skilled. Hello, Mr. Lamb. And using the Fire Chicken Soul. Now, I know that there's somebody going to read me the riot act over this. There's going to be somebody screaming. Part of this was a little bit of a joke at her being a phoenix, and I thought Fire Chicken would be funny. The same reason why she has Harpy on here. But Fire Chicken also has a crit boosting effect. And this, when a non-monster target is KO'd, restores HP by 20% of max HP, and increases by 20% until battle ends. If anything, I thought that would probably be very interesting to try on her. Well, and I'm aware there are people who are probably screaming at their screen right now. I'm probably going to get dislikes on this video. Believe me, I know I have some on some of my videos for this because someone doesn't agree with the souls I've put in. Which is fine, it's okay. Like or dislike, we don't mind here. I don't make any money for this. Likes don't really matter that much aside from getting more people, making the algorithm send the videos to more people. But anyway, as you can see, like I say, is that it does have the crit boosting and this healing effect as well as boosting her damage, and I thought that would be fun to play with. You know, aside from she's a phoenix. Fire chicken. Of course, it has a focus on its attack, a little bit of speed on this one. This one is also attack, a little more speed boosting. This one is purely effective because, again, I was trying to get Daze to cooperate. And to be fair, I have no guarantees at the moment, even if they've managed to rework some things, that it's going to hit. So I may as well just bolster my chances regardless. Defense boosting. And of course, these harpies are for the attack boosting and everything. Crit and crit damage. So she's got like probably around 7,000 attack in total, give or take some change. 15 or so, a little over 15, about maybe 15, 16, almost in a HP, a little extra defense, a little bit of extra speed, some extra crit. Really, that could probably also be a focal point. Little crit damage, mostly effective, and some effect resistance, so a little bit more well-rounded, which is very useful. And we're now going to move down the line to Yang. Too far. And again, no, Yen, my mistake. Sorry, baby. Yen was built with the purpose of initially trying to get that effect hit to hit. So as you can see, she's grade 5. She's also fully skilled up, but uses in shoujo because I was hoping that this when inflicting debuffs ignores target's overall effect resistance by 30%. I was actually hoping like hell that would work. Since she does have, since Daze is a controlling effect, as you just saw. I was hoping like freaking hell that would help. As you can see, attack, speed, crit, some more attack. She does have a generous dosing of speed here. And of course some more. We have this beautiful attack boosting echoer with some extra crit. And this effect hit boosting echoer. Not as much as attack as Yang has, but that could change if she goes to grade 6. A little good helping of HP and some defense. A lot more speed. A little more crit. I think she has not as much crit damage. Not as much effect hit, but again, a lot of these could actually change when she goes to grade 6. Not gonna lie. I'd also like to point this out. In shoujo, plus an effect hit booster didn't even make Daze hit except maybe once in a blue moon originally. So there's further proof of why I want to see if it's been reworked, where Daze is hitting more and the random number game is a little kinder with it. I mean, I don't want it hitting like 100% of the time. That would be unfair to everybody involved. But maybe at least hitting once a battle would be nice? I don't know how many people in total had that issue, but you could go an entire fight, like all 3 rounds of one of these like shard zones, and she wouldn't once hit a Daze. Maybe she'd hit it one time, and that was it. I really want to see if it's actually been altered, to see if that's happened, because that was the major complaint I know a lot of people had with Hououka. Like don't know if people thought she got nerfed or something. I don't remember. Those comments have kind of been wiped out over several updates, but in events. But I'm serious. I really want to know because I actually adore Hououka. I like her build, I like her style, her character model, and everything. And it feels like because it seemed like something went completely wrong with her effect. You didn't see her very much, and she used to be good, really good. So I'm hoping she's gotten some justice for this. That the rework of her ability seems like it's been reworked. I'm hoping that it has actually. I'd love to see her more. I'm serious. We all love her. I mean, hello, Phoenix. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to get off my soapbox for a minute and move on. So we're going back up the line here to our puppeteers. Sapphire, Amethyst, Jade. Now, despite the fact that I did like Steven Universe, I did not actually name these three after characters from the show or anything. I literally named them because their skins do have color schemes that remind me of the gemstone in question. Like this one over here has all these pretty blues. This one has the red and purple and white that genuinely does look like a chunk of amethyst I have here in my room. It kind of reminds me of that, with from the whites to the dark purple ombre-ish look. And of course, Jade over here, I mean, hello. Her skin has that kind of greenish tint to it and everything. It really does, I mean, she does look like Jade would be very fitting. But okay, I need to get off the soapbox again. Down, girl. So on to Sapphire here first. Grade 6, fully skilled up. And we all know Puppeteer is for many people a go-to for boss battles because she can one-hit kill a lot of Shiki, and she can wreak some havoc. You build her right, she will be your go-to for Uber bosses. That's been that way for a while. I remember comments about her saying, build her, use her in Ubers. She will mop the floor with everybody. She is a beast, and we love that. And of course, as you can see, Sapphire is grade 6. She is fully skilled up. Edge is absolutely gorgeous. Now, not only her attack, but I have to admit, I kind of really like this ability, but I'm gonna also be honest here. It seems kind of like the 20% chance might be lower than that in some cases. I'm gonna be honest, since there's no alteration. It seems like the random number game is been a little bit cruel to this effect, so I'm gonna be honest. Try to work in a way that will work around that, because it doesn't seem to work too often. And that's not just from the 20% chance. I've seen a lot of people recently complaining that her passive does not actually do anything. So I don't know if something got broken in there. I'm not a coder or anything. I just have to advise that if you go this round, you want to build her up into that glorious boss killer, god killer, like Killer 7 style name. We're talking here. One hit, one kill. One hit KO. Just be aware that that might not work, so you might need to build everything else around that to work so she still works without that happening. Not just saying. Which in her case, I went with a Sapphire not Sapphire. We all know English is hard for me. I was born speaking this language practically, and I can't speak it. So, Scarlet here with a focus on the attack, taking advantage of where if someone's going to smack her, she's going to smack them back, and she's going to hit pretty hard. So the focus is, of course, on attack. This beautiful crit booster, because let's face it, If she's gonna smack somebody, she's gonna make it hurt. And why not do that repeatedly? I mean, literally, her purpose here is to basically slap the taste so far out of an enemy Shiki's mouth that they ain't never getting it back. Let's be fair. So, you know, for 8,000 attack, not as high as some could be, to be fair. I mean, if you probably switched out this crit soul for a full attack soul, it would probably be, like, insane. But I did want her to be able to crit, have a higher chance of crits, especially since she's literally sitting at only a 5% chance. She has a little bit of speed, a little bit of extra defense to try and bolster that 401, some extra HP, some effect resistance, because while she cannot one-hit KO your entire team, Onikiri, I'm sorry, I'm never getting off of that. We all know Onikiri's weakness, the confused. Her being confused can still hurt you. Let's be honest. It won't wipe your entire team or a Shiki unless you got something really weak on hand or have her built like to the heavens in full God Killer mode, but it'll definitely cause you some problems. So a little bit of effect resistance can probably be the life or death decision there. And of course, since she has no effect hit, not worried about. So aside from that, she has Kyokotsu on here because it has attack boosting, and I did have these lovely souls sitting around and thought, you know what, let's go with it. And she has actually been pretty destructive, to be honest. That's not to say she's probably not going to be at her full form here because, I'll be honest, yeah. This is just literally between her, two other sisters, and two Hououkas. She's not got a lot of support here, so I'm going to be honest, she's probably not going to be full mode. But hey, we'll see what happens. Curling all the way down the line here. There we go. We move on to the next two. And we'll start here with Amethyst, who's actually relatively fresh compared to the others. She's grade 5, she's fully skilled up, and she's built in a way because I wanted to play with putting an effect on her. Which I've done before. I have a Priestess build on my first Umbumi I built, and I'm not gonna lie, I love that. I like experimenting. And sometimes it's interesting to give a Shiki without an effect. In this case, I figured if she's going to be slapping the ever-loving shit out of somebody, why not see if you can put an effect on her? And to be honest, my choices I had personally were between Daze and Temptress. And I basically just flipped a coin. I'm serious. I pulled up the flip a coin thing on Google and was like, okay, flip. Best out 3, Priestess 1. And of course, I'm not complaining about it. If anything, the 10% base chance inflicting Daze, that is probably what turns a lot of people off. But then you have this 20%, it raises to 20% if no enemy is inflicted with Daze. So it becomes a little on the iffy side, like, so it should actually be kind of interesting since she probably, if Hououka's effect hits, she probably won't be dazing anybody. Or at least not that much. But if it doesn't, she can probably set up Hououka. So this should be actually interesting to watch. Of course, to actually bolster that, aside from this beautiful crit damage boosting Priestess up here, I do have Azure Base in here to increase my chances of the effect hitting just a smidge. Not a lot, but just a smidge. Just a little sprinkle of extra. And of course, crit damage is through the roof. It's about the same as it is with Sapphire. If she hits you, she's going to make it hurt one way or another. It'll be interesting to see what this looks like at grade 6, to be fair. Now, further down the line, I'm also going to point this out, interestingly, is this is completely out of left field, but take a look at between Sapphire and Jade and then compare it to Amethyst. Amethyst looks so delicate and kind of wispy compared to them. That's actually very interesting, and I know it's just the basis of the character modeling and everything, like between old and new, but I'm not complaining. I mean, it's very interesting to see how things have changed over the years. Not gonna lie. But anyway, Jade. off the tangents. She's built with an old standby. Seductress to bolster crit and crit damage, and Ghostly Songstress. And you all know why I have Ghostly Songstress on here. It's because of this. Inflict 5 consecutive attacks, and we all know if they can get multiple attacks, Ghostly Songstress will trigger its own effect, and you will have beast mode. And to be fair, as I've proven a few times already, you could actually combine Ghostly Songstress's effect with Possessor's looping effect with attack, and it's glorious. So I'm kind of tempted that maybe I'll just flip a coin and I'll build some Possessors and maybe switch out Seductress into Possessor on her to see what happens. And only because I'm just really curious, though I could also go the route of just getting another another Puppeteer and putting Possessor on her and seeing what happens. I'm curious. But moving on, you have Seductress here with a focus on attack, crit damage, just all to try to round that out and get it as high as I can go with it, because I do want to take advantage of Ghostly Songstress's effect. Because, yes. Now, could this be better? Obviously, yes. She does have a nice little extra boosting of HP and defense, a little bit of extra speed, just a sprinkle, some crit damage, not as much effect resistance as the other two, not gonna lie. Could help give attack. If anything, it makes me even more curious about what she'd look like at grade 6, but you know, that's for future me to see. So, but on that note, I've been rambling for, what, 20 minutes now? Give or take. So we're going to hit the level 40 Hahakagami zone, the level 40 Kappa zone, and just watch them wreak some havoc. Now, if you want to stick around for that, please do. We'll have a good little time. And if you'd rather instead knock off here, no harm, no shame, no foul, just, you know, do the holy trifecta of YouTube on your way out the door. In the meantime, let's move on, shall we? Okay, ladies. And there's the freezing. Yep, okay, moving forward. Okay, yay, Seimei is not doing a thing. Did it? No dazing. Darn. Ah! Priestess hit its daze, that was good. And there's Ghostly Songstress and Seductress working. Come on. Okay, crit removal was done. Yay! Come on. I kinda like Hououka has multiple effects now. Holy crap! A Daze from Hououka hit! Hallelujah! Praise! Up! Freeze! Come on! It's fixed! Yes! She's actually hitting Daze now. That's great. I love it. I know it got a little iffy there, but yes. Alright, so we're gonna hit the Kappa zone to see if this keeps going or if this was like a one-time thing. I'll see you in a second. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we are in the Kappa zone with 2 Hououka, 3 Puppeteers, and let's just see. I mean, we finally got to see Hououka hit Daze like several times. That was awesome. I only asked for like maybe once a freaking round, but holy crap. Hit it. Come on. Daze? No Daze. No, but damn! Oh, gear thing. That's cute. That's got those pink gears. Okay, dazing is not happening. Well, that's fine. I kind of knew that was probably going to happen. Come on. Still no dazing. Okay. I kind of love though that she's actually getting crits. That's good. Her multi-attack. That's awesome. Ooh. I wasn't expecting the dragon to intervene. Thank you, dragon. Alright, on that note, I'm at least happy I got to... Excuse me, 1 second. Anyway, I'm happy it's a good thing I'm done, because I guess my dog now is demanding my full unbridled attention. So I'm happy that I got to see Hououka actually using Daze. Anybody else? I guess that means that's actually fixed now. Hallelujah. So, and got to see Priestess doing some dazing. That was actually pretty awesome. Huh. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm going to head off here. If you like this or not, if you like what you see, then, do the holy trifecta of YouTube with a like, comment, subscribe. If not, no harm, no shame, no foul. I'll catch you next time regardless. Alright? See ya.